Chocobocolina! So I hear you ran into old Sassy again. How is he?
Not great. Not great at all. He's so focused on this one thing, he can barely think about anything else.
Well, he has a right to be. Dash has been asleep for centuries. You can tell, can't you, that I'm terribly worried about them too. I wish I could help, but he would never ever ask me to. And sadly, he'd never let me.
I heard the reason Dodge can't wake up is because his soul has left his body. Is that true?
It is. And not only that, it's been shattered into 5 fragments and scattered all over the world. That's what Saz is working so hard to collect, the fragments.
So when all 5 pieces are located, will he wake up?
Yes, indeedy. Oh, you also need a coffer of souls, but I think Saz already has one. Lucky for you. The one and only way you can help him is to find all 5 fragments. What a wonderful present that would make!
Thanks for telling me all this. I don't think I could have dragged this out of Saz. Not the way he is now.
I'm just happy to be of help. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. I've already found one of the fragments all by myself. It's the one called the Smile Fragment. I know it's something that Saz needs, but it's not really an item per se. So, I can't give it to you to give to him on my behalf.
How do you propose you get it to him then?
With this magically spectacular canvas of prayers. Take a look and you'll find what you need. Come on now, time's a-wasting. For my friend, here's what I promised you. A soul fragment, just like we talked about.
I thought you said it wasn't an item. And that's why you couldn't give it to Saz yourself, right?
Kind of. It's something that's in my heart. Here, I'll take it out for you right now. Give me a second here. One freshly baked smile fragment just for you!
I'm just relieved it doesn't smell like anything. Thanks. I've got this now.
No, thank you! I hope I've helped pay him back for everything he's done for me.
Pay him back for what? Now would be as good a time as any to tell me who you really are. How do you know Saz and Daj? And just exactly how did you end up with one of Daj's soul fragments inside you?
That's still a secret for me to know and you to find out. Remember, once you have all 5 fragments, give them to Saz, okay? And of course, I'll be there to witness everything. I promise. Shokoboko later!
I think that things are beginning to come into focus. So Saz is looking for fragments of Daj's soul. And one of the 5 fragments he's supposed to find is Daj's smile.
A smile, huh? I'd like to see both of them do that again someday.
Yeah, I haven't seen Saz smile once since you met here. Never mind smiling. He'll barely talk to you.
I don't blame him. Not with Daj the way he is. The Saz that I remember could laugh in the face of any disaster. The worse the situation, the more he'd joke about it. He was a great friend when you were in trouble. But he's different now. We all have our limits, and he's reached his. He even lost his favorite chocobo chick. He doesn't have anyone left.
The Wildlands Dawn Sky is...
Currently, all the trains are running right on schedule. You can purchase your tickets here.
But at least those horrifying murders have finally stopped.
You been on a trip down Chaos Lane? Picked up any seeds on the way? Oh, I see you've decided to make the right choice. Here, take this. It's a special something for my little worker bee. Things have been good for me, having a skilled seed hunter like you helping me out. I had a handful of great hunters, but they were all killed by some ugly monster that came out of the chaos. That's why I'm out here all by my lonesome, looking for warriors with enough guts to take on the job of a seed hunter. Here, take this. It's a special something for my little worker bee.
So, we meet again, Savior.
Not by choice.
Oh, excuse me. I had no idea. You are so subtle. Just one hint, though. Go see that Shokoboko chick. She asked you to save Saz, didn't she? It's no wonder. She can't help worrying about him.
So, how do they know each other?
Oh, and here I just assumed you knew. Well, I guess you'll understand when you get all the soul fragments. Didn't she tell you that she'd run straight to Saz's place when that happens?
Hey, wait a minute. I can't believe it. You found 3 of the fragments already?
Try to ask him more about those soul fragments while you still have the chance.
You know, I'm supposed to be his father, damn it. I've got to at least find one of these fragments myself. Lumina gave me this coffer of souls. I've just gotta believe that it'll work.
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for taking such an interest in my friend's story.
Who wouldn't? A young reporter driven by a passion for truth pursues a major case of corruption, ultimately driving an innocent woman to commit suicide. But the story's not over yet, is it? I'm curious, what happens next?
He was beyond distraught. Nothing could console him. He came to realize that the pen really was mightier than the sword. And he had used his sword to punish the wrong person. And then he... I can't continue like this. I just can't. I need to tell you the truth. He... or rather, I... thought death was the only form of penance.
I suspected you may be hiding something.
I apologize. I've been lying to you this entire time. I had no such friend. The reporter, the one who killed the innocent woman, that was me.
I had a feeling. The way you've been telling the story seems to be hitting a little too close to home.
The reporter in me died long ago. I handed in my letter of resignation immediately, of course. Along with my life as a writer, I buried my precious pen. The burial ground is now a storage area somewhere in Old Town. Underneath the dirt lies the tool of my trade, and a part of myself.
So why tell me this now? What's the point in dredging up the past? It can't be easy for you.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know. I guess I've been wanting to tell someone before it was too late. People need to know what happened. As a warning, if nothing else.
Too late? You're not thinking of...
No. I've been dead for a long time now. The day I quit my job is the day I quit being me. That's the day I quit living. You see, I'm as good as dead. I'm nothing more than an empty shell of a person.
Old Town. I found a pen in that same area. It must have belonged to Armand. Obviously, it means a lot to him. Perhaps I should return it. Or would that drive him to do something rash? I have something that might belong to you.
You found my pen. During my days as a reporter, I never went anywhere without it. It was a gift from one of my fans.
Doesn't this pen remind you of a time you wanted to help people? When you were still naive, but fiercely determined?
Yes, long ago, when I wanted justice for the world. But I realized my pen is a deadly weapon. My writing is lethal. I wasn't aware of my own powers. That's what drove an innocent woman to take her life. And that's why I quit my job as a reporter and threw away this pen. Do you know how it feels to have someone's death on your conscience? The only way to make this right was to quit what I love most.
So what did you fix?
Huh?
When you threw away your career and gave up on the world, quit on life, how did any of that help anyone? Did that make anything right? It was just an excuse for you to run and hide from your past.
Then what am I to do? Writing. It's the only thing I ever knew. But it never occurred to me that my passion could end up hurting those around me. My prized treasure turned out to be a weapon.
The pen can harm people, but it can also protect the public.
You think I should start writing again? I don't know if I could do that. Or should do that.
You should, if you truly want to make things right. You've learned something important, the power and influence your writing has. People grow by learning from their mistakes. It's impossible to forget what happened in the past, but use that knowledge and do what only you can do.
Do you really think I can? All right, I'll do it. Starting over will be tough, but I'll try. You've returned my pen to me, but what's more, you've given me hope again. Thank you. Thank you.
He's coming to save you, Dodge.
You didn't get all of them.
The holy knight that fights darkness. It's time for redemption. Well said.
Who is the Shadow Hunter, really?
Now, down to business.
All he does is read and eat muffins.
You did it? You found Mitka? Why, that's the best news I've heard all day. Excellent job.
It's time for redemption. The famous tears of the angel.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true. The fragments were scattered all over the world, not just the wildland. You'll have to search every nook and cranny in the world to find them.
Rumor has it, holy treasure is buried in the vault.
The train will leave soon.
This stop, Dead Dunes. Just so you know.
I'm afraid that this is your stop.
Well, this is a shock. A tourist?
You could say that.
Hate to break it to you, but there's nothing worth seeing in this desert. There are some ruins out there, but they ain't the type that any decent folks should go to.
Why not? Are they dangerous?
They're just breeding grounds for monsters. Well, that and home to some legendary treasure or something. The vessel that'll summon the souls of the dead and open the door to the afterlife. They call it the Holy Clavis.
Summon souls, you said? That's promising.
Bunch of nonsense if you ask me. Not that the bandits or the Order will ever give up on it, though. They've been searching for that thing forever. I don't recommend diving into those ruins for some fairy tale. Not if you don't want those bandits on your back for invading their territory.
Thanks for the warning.
Why don't you find those bandits' headquarters and see what they know? I'm sure they'll have information about the ruins and Clavis. This is just a...
Miss Mighty Savior, what can I do for you on this fine day? Saz is doing, but he's flustered. Chocoboco. You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive.
Color me surprised. Thank you. There ain't no... This has turned into a real fool's errand. I came in with a head full of dreams, but empty of sense. Thought I'd start a new market in the desert. And just look at me now. Hey, are you part of Monoculus? Not that it matters to me. Buy something, would you? Appreciate it.